Good morning, and welcome to Noble Legacy. Going to be another good day in the game. This is a game that I've done before. I did the tutorial a couple of months ago. I played the basic tutorial for this. The campaign modes had a lot of extra stuff added. Oops, getting something now. So this is the start of the what they call the Kingdom mode, which is sandbox bit. There's a bit of talking here, so I'm going to shut up for a second, and we'll hear what Brother Alaric has to say.
I pray this message finds you safe and in good health. Word of your return from the great pilgrimage has traveled swiftly, and I once more offer my congratulations. As you commanded, I rode ahead to survey your ancestral lands and prepare for your arrival. Yet I must speak plainly. The situation is troubled. The people here are scattered and leaderless. Rival barons have taken their seats, granted holdings by the king himself. In addition, the lawless open lands have long since been dominated by various factions of brigands. Still, I believe that once you establish your realm, some may lend an open ear, mindful of the honor and reputation you earned abroad. Allow me to recount the lands before you. To the north lies Brightwater Lake, a vast sunlit expanse with ample room for a rising settlement. Its waters sit not far from the village of Cliffhaven, guided by Bishop Aldrich de Beaumont, a devout man respected by his flock. To the northeast stretches Thornvale Valley, bordering the lands of Thornwick, ruled by Baroness Seraphina Fitzwalter, renowned for her generosity, though always with an expectation of deeds return. To the east sits Brackenmarch Hill, a commanding ridge overlooking abandoned mines long left to ruin. Nearby lies Hillmarch, overseen by Sir Gareth of Bramber, a seasoned warrior with whom you may find common ground. In the south lie the meadows of Fernbrook, river-fed lowlands leading to Fernstead, held by Baron Edwin le Despencer, a meticulous steward whose eye seldom strays from matters of tax and tithe. To the southwest rise the dense Heartwood forests, home to scattered hermit villages. Lady Vivian de Clare claims these lands. My meeting with her was brief, though I suspect seduction and subtle influence to be her chosen tools of rule. And to the northwest stretch the fertile fields of Wheatland, rich agricultural lands fed by steady harvests. The nearby village of Wheatford is led by Osric of Ashdown, a humble man connected deeply to the earth, and his people prosper for it. Ultimately, my lord, the choice is yours. Whether you claim one of these regions or carve a path entirely your own, may this be the first step in shaping your legacy. By the way, how is your Uncle Edward?
Right, so now he's stopped wittering on. You've got all of those different villages or areas to choose from. So you've got a few starting options. I'm going to go for the Valley of Thornvale, I think. It's one of the furthest away, unfortunately, but I quite like the sound of that. So you just pick by clicking over the one we want, and we've got to get to our starting location. So you do start with some basic tools, so a hammer, a wood axe, a fishing rod, and a pickaxe. We do have a sword as well, which we will put in a slot and a bow, just in case we meet any wolves or anything nasty. So we'll put that away, and I'll just run straight there while we have a look at the scenery. Like I say, the game's had a lot of improvements. The last time I played, I had to turn my graphics card right down because I was getting a lot of screen tear, and I'm not getting that in this one anywhere near as much. So screen tear is where it blurs when you look round. Well, that's what I call it anyway. But yeah, so the graphics quality is a lot better than it was. The gameplay is a lot better. They've added a lot of new things. And they are constantly upgrading this game. I think it's going to be a really, really good game. Is it better than Medieval Dynasty? I think it could be. I think the campaign, from what I've heard and seen so far, the campaign could be a little bit more interesting and progressive. But it's the graphics are just stunning. The visuals on the game. So right, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to quickly run to our start location. So I'll see you there. Right, here we are at our starting location. Have a quick look round. So we've got a nice flat area to build there. Well, flattish area to build. We have willow trees. We've got a nice little pond or lake there. So we can get some fishing. I like the reeds. These are a new addition, I think. I've not seen the reeds before. Like I say, they are constantly adding new things in. That marker is a hunting point for rabbits. If we go to our aerial view, which is P on the keyboard, we can see we've got clay and sand around the river. Got fish in the pond there. More clay and sand over there. We've got copper and iron on the side there. Got a nice big main road going through. More rabbits, there's deer. So we've got some hunting. We've got plenty of minerals. And a lake for fishing. Well, I say a lake, like I say it's more of a pond really, isn't it? More deer on the south side as well. Sorry, that's the north side technically, I'm looking facing southeast. So this is where we're going to build. As with all survival type games, the first thing we're going to do is attack a tree. So 2 to equip our axe, and then it's E to fell a tree. You just press it once, you don't have to keep holding it, which is good for your keyboard probably. Hitting it with an axe, but it looks like it's been chopped by a chainsaw. And if you look at the bottom left corner, you can see our picked up lumber's got to 21 from that tree. So let's get another one, because we're going to need lots of wood. As with Medieval Dynasty and Aska that I play, that was very loud. You can, you will get villagers in that will do a lot of this work for you as well. So again, you're building up a village, building up a town, to the point where you can virtually make it a castle with walled fortifications and warriors and everything else. Right. So we've got some basic wood. Let's find the main road, because I want to start building near that really. Let's go into the aerial view again. Right, so I'm thinking our village straddles this main road, so we'll have like a market square, housing area, an industrial area. So you can put waypoints on the map by left clicking. So I'll put the waypoint there. Wrong button. Good at pressing the wrong buttons, as you all know. So we can see here, it's right next to this rock. We're going to put our woodcutter down here, I think. Near the road, so you can access the road. And again, they've changed a lot of the prefabs. So if you remember from my earlier tutorial videos that I did on this, it has prefabs. They've changed a lot of those. If you haven't seen them, then go and watch them because they're great. So they've changed the way the prefabs are done. So if we look at this, we've got the default ones. Now because I've played this before, I've got a few saved ones from the Steam library as well. But the default ones are a lot better than they were. So we've got farmhouse, we've got fishing jetty, which we had before, forager's hut, woodcutter's hut, that's what we want. So again, we want it roughly here. So we can, I want to zoom in. There we go, I need to take that off before I zoom in. And let's just pick that up. So it's F to get to the build menu. And we'll have that. So it's got two sets of steps. So and it's R to rotate. If you just press R, it'll rotate 45 degrees at a time. If you press and hold the R, you can use your scroll wheel on your mouse to fine tune it to what you want. So let's have that. And again, without pressing the R, if you use the scroll wheel, you've got height variances, so you can move it up and down to suit what you actually want. Let's have that a little bit more there. And there we go. So again, we just press E, equips his hammer. Just press it, and he'll do everything else. Or she will if you've got a female character. There are still some graphical issues, like the back end of my trousers showing through my top. But those are minor. They fixed the bald patch on the top of my head, thankfully. I'm starting to get a complex about that. So this is using the wood that we just chopped from those trees for the woodcutter. Once we've got this built, we can then make planks to make the more advanced buildings and things. So every building has a structure score and a decoration score, which is in the top right. And as you can see, as we build the bits of the building, but those scores go up. So there we go, that's that built. I think we've still got one bit of step to build. So the next thing we're going to need is a house. So I'm going to start the house and go over here. So I'm just going to clear a couple more of these trees, because again we're going to need the wood. Can we get a house in that space? These little trees don't really matter. It's just the big ones we need to worry about. Let's clear that one. And that should give us enough room to get a house in this space to start a village. Okay, we've got a bit of clear space now. So again, we're going to press the F key to get into the build menu, and we're going to look at the housing. So that's in the social, so we've got a garrison and a small house there. Small house looks like the old one did, except you get a few extra nice bits in it now. And yeah, we can get that in there. Just get that angled to the road nicely. So, there's what I forgot. We need to have planks with us. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. I'll get used to the keyboard in a minute. So to make planks, I forgot how many we needed. So we go to the prefab, it'll actually tell us. So if you look on the right hand side there, we need 37 logs, 51 planks to make the house. Keep pressing escape too much. So we just go up and use this, and we want to craft and repeat crafting until we've got 51. So if you watch the bottom left hand corner, that's 15, 20. We get firewood as a bonus product from this, which is again just a useful thing. And 55. Keep pressing escape too much. Right, so we've got 55 planks, so we've got more than enough. So we'll go back over here. Once we have a storehouse built, it will take stuff from the storehouse. So again, we'll go into this view and F. There we go. Second time's a charm. So we'll put that there, and again we can get this built. So as you can see, it's put some decorations in for us that it didn't do in the tutorial we played last time. So they've increased, well, they've done a lot of improvements to the prefabs. There's a lot more of them for a start. Right, let's get that gable trim. Because it is this easy to build a house normally. I'm sure you're all aware that just a simple hammer can build anything. But as a game mechanic, I think it's really good that you have to you actually construct the building rather than just appearing. There we go. That qualifies as a house. It's got a roof, it's got a door, it's got a chimney and a hearth. But we'll finish it off. We won't be mean and give them a proper house, not one that half done. Right, so there we have a house. It's not a bad little thing. As a starter home, I think it's pretty good. There are things we can do to improve it. We can put shutters on some of the windows that don't have them. We can give it more decorations and things later on. But first we want our first couple of villagers in. So if we go to the kingdom menu, which is K, you can see on the top here, this is we're classed as a homestead. We have no population, no visitors. The value is 449. So to get to the next rank, we need woodcutter's hut. We've got. We need a storehouse, a forager's hut, and a population of 5, and be worth more than 100 coins, which we already are. Here you can see our inventory, which is completely empty at the minute because we haven't got a storehouse, and we've got 300 coins. So milestones don't really exist yet. No villagers. Here we can see our buildings. No visitors. Recruits. This is what we want. Now there's different levels of recruits. So this guy is a peasant, and he is quite happy. He's got good strength, reasonable dexterity, and he's got a good charisma. So I think we'll have him as our woodcutter. Now initially I just want people in. Earning money doesn't seem to be a problem in the game. Let's offer him 20. So we've got him. The next one we want is do we have Alma or Alice? Alice is a tradesman, which we were going to need when we get a storehouse, so we might as well get her now. So the requirements there. Oh, can't have her because she needs a tavern, which is why our negotiates grayed out. So it looks like it's going to be Alma. So we'll have Alma. And again, oh, she's a bit cheaper. No, I'll just offer her 20. That'll do. So now if we go to our buildings, we can put these in the building. And you just left click and drag them into there, and that houses them. For a woodcutter, let's put them both in there. So we get that. And we can pick what we want them to do. So we want them to concentrate on lumber and planks. Later on we'll have research once we've got a library. And then you've got a guide which talks you through all the different bits and pieces for the game. So if you're ever not sure, your guide and tutorials are really, really useful. So they should appear shortly, and that should start getting us wood. So the next thing we're going to want, we've got logs and planks coming in now, or we will have, saying on the bottom left with no food in storage, because we don't have a storehouse. We also don't have anyone collecting food. So let's do that next. So again, we'll go to this. We'll just use the prefabs just now to get us going, and we'll put that over here. What's the issue with this? 60 planks. Right. Forgot that bit again. We've only just got them in, they've not had a chance to work yet, so we can do again some of that for them. Now if you press E, it'll automatically pick the tool for you, so you don't have to equip the tools and weapons. Just the only thing you have to equip separately is your sword. There are bandits in the game, and they will come and raid your village every now and again, but you get a while before they start coming, because there's nothing worthwhile stealing here yet. You can hear the deer off to the side there. Get one more, just for luck. Now, water isn't something that you actually need to provide. I think they just work that out for themselves. But food you definitely need to provide. There is a well in the game, but it's just a decorative item at the moment. So we've got 4 planks, so we need to get 60, don't we? Right. So I was going to put the forager over here. Yeah, give ourselves some room here. There's plenty of mushrooms there as well. Let's pick those before we put the forager down. I was aiming for mushrooms, I got berries apparently. This will give our forager a head start when we get them in. I hate wasting resources, so I don't want to just build on top of it and not use them. There we go. So, build menu, forager's hut. There we go. Again, later on in the game we can get a builder's hut, and we can hire villagers to do all the construction stuff for us, which is nice. But at the moment, like I say, it's just us and our 2 villagers, so we've got to do a lot of stuff ourselves initially. But I don't mind that. Some of these might end up getting moved later on as we work a villager out. So again, that technically qualifies as a forager hut, but we'll not leave it half done. Again, the prefabs all come with a bit more decoration than they used to do. It used to just be the plain building, and that was it. That was what you got. But they've put a lot more work into it, so it looks like a finished building when you're done. So because we've got the foraging now, oh, we can put that food in the basket, can't we? Those mushrooms and berries we picked up, we can just deposit in here. Go on, go in there. I'm not reading the tooltip, am I? So we want to shift and right click to transfer. Why isn't that working? I'll do it later. I'll work that out. It might be me, it might be something that's just not quite working. We can hear our Alma sawing away there, getting us some planks. So we need another house, and then we can get some more villagers in. You can get them in before you've built the house, but I like to make sure they've got a home before we get them in. Just keeps people happy. I'm used to Aska, where villager happiness is a major issue. It is in this as well, but I don't think it's as bad. It might be. I've not lost villagers yet in the plays that I've had on it. Right. So we want. What have I got in my inventory? I've got 9 planks. So I've not got enough planks. Let's go and see what she's made. It's 51 planks for a house, wasn't it? So we'll look at this. In storage, there's 110 planks already. There we go. So let's go into this board and we'll put another house down. Do that one a slight angle. We'll give them a bit of a gap between. So you've actually got quite a long reach for your, if you're trying to build something. So the little grey dot cursor in the centre, just point that at what you want to build, and it'll build it from quite a way away. As long as you can see what it is. And these trees and things that are showing through at the moment, as soon as I put the floor down, they'll disappear. Like that. There we go, we have a house. Let's get this finished off. We can get 2 more people in. Right, so we're going to need a trader this time if we can. So again, we go to, I think we just, yeah, Kingdom mode, which is K, and then recruits. And we can't have any of them. Bertha wants a fishery. Magdalena wants a tavern, and Heather wants a tavern. None of which we've got. So what we'll do in the meantime is we will put our storehouse down. I'm thinking next to the woodcutter here. So if we go to F, again I'm just using the prefabs for speed at the moment. That's a library, storage, storehouse. There we go. This is quite a large building. Go there. Our storehouse enables us to have the market stalls once we've got a trader as a villager. Door stopped me building there, I think. Missing lumber. Oh, handily. It's just next door. So I'm going to knock the planks off for the time being because we've got a few. Come on, Harold.
How's it going then?
What have you just put in there? Oh, 55 lumber. There we go. That allows us to finish our storehouse. And now we have our storehouse built. Just a couple of bits to finish it off. Right, so you can see there bottom left there we've got new recruits available. So let's have a look, see if we can get no tradesman. But we do have one that we can get in, Elizabeth. So let's get her in. She can be our forager. So go to buildings, forager's hut. We'll just drag her into there, and that's her employed as a forager. We'll also put her in the house, so she's happy she's got a home. And we've got 3 minutes 43 till the next recruiting cycle, where we need to try and get a tradesperson in for the storehouse. Talking of storehouse, let's get rid of these mushrooms and things. There we go. So what do we have planks wise? Had 160 something, didn't we? That's probably a bit much, but I want to get some deer running past. Nice view out the window. Got a clear. Oh, it's Easter. got a clear space here, so I'm going to put another house in. And we'll put that. I don't want things to be on a grid, so we'll just put it in a bit random for now. And we'll put a decoration or something in this with a road between them. A lot of building in this episode, but we're just starting out, so excuse me. This is going to be multiplayer as well. I'm not sure if it already is capable to be multiplayer. I think it is. So it's another good game that you can play with a friend and get stuff done between you. I'd say there are some small graphical glitches still there. You can see the world through my head then. But it's still in early access. It's still got a long way to go. But what we've got so far is really promising. The amount of work they've done, the devs, to get it to this stage is tremendous. It's going to be such a good game. And no, I'm not paid by them to say that. That's what I think. Right, so that's our other house built. See if we've got any more recruits yet. No, wrong button. Yes and no. Again, we need a tavern to be able to get some of this. Some of this I think they could change, so early on you've got a chance of getting some, because tavern we can't even build yet. We haven't got the materials or the stuff to make it. But we need to get some villagers in to be able to get to that point. So this is one of the things I think could be reworked slightly. I know they are doing a lot of work with villagers, but sometimes it's just hard to get the ones that you need early on. But we've got the starts of our village. We've got 3 houses, we've got a woodcutter, our forager and our storehouse built. And I think for today, I don't know how we're earning money, but we are, because we're not selling anything. It might just be we're improving the land, or we've got villagers that are just donating coins to us because they like the look of the place. We've got one unhappy villager. Let's have a look. It's probably because of lack of food, but it's armour. The big red triangle should have given it away, shouldn't it? Why is she not happy? She's a sawyer. Oh, she hasn't got to work. She hasn't got work for a start because of. Oh, she's cold. Well, because we can't get anyone into the storehouse to do things for us in the market, we might have to do that ourselves. So let's get some firewood. We'll drop these planks and things off, and we'll go and top the houses up, the hearths. I could do that ourselves. Once we've got the storehouse up and running, they will do that themselves. Oh, there we go, a little bit of glitch there. Walk through the door, why not? So E to add fuel. And we'll just give them all the fuel they need. There's nobody in this house yet, so don't bother filling that one. There we go. Why have we got visitors sitting in my house? Well, it's not my house, is it? We could talk to these guys and... Fair enough. I'll be the hospitable host. So that should have cheered our villagers up. Yep, she's happy. She's back at work. I'll just wait and see till the next villager cycle. It's 51 seconds. Hopefully we can get a tradesperson in, because you need to be a tradesperson to work the storehouse. You need to be a merchant. You can't do that with a peasant. Like I say, if you hover over this, it tells you all the jobs that they can do, and there's a lot of jobs that the villagers can do now. But we just need to get some of these requirements up. We could actually put a fishery in place, couldn't we, while we're waiting? Nothing in the storehouse because I've not got anyone running. Right, new recruits, there we go. What can we have? Yay! We can have Margaret, who is a tradesman. We desperately need her, so just give her what she wants. She can then go to our storehouse as a merchant, and we'll put her in house 2 on her own.
How's it going then?
Right, what that lets us do is we can now put down a market stall. Now that's in the normal, it's not a prefab. If you go here, you put a market stall down, and we're just going to plonk it at the side of the road. For now, this will get moved. Again, we'll just have it at a nice angle. Oh, I need 20 planks. Put them in there, didn't I? Planks. Let's try that again. So, yeah, market stall, that's what we want. And we'll there. So we can press E to assign items. So you can see what we can sell here. Lumber, we can sell equipment and food and things. What I prefer to do is, because you can just, if you go click on berries and mushrooms, we can set it like that. What I prefer to do, if you go into the kingdom memory with the K button and go to kingdom, you can see here what you've got in stock, and you can set things for sale there as well. So you can see we've got 105 mushrooms, which we are going to sell and we can sell some berries. I'm also going to put, I'll not put planks on just yet, but I normally sell the lumber and the planks, because now we've got people on it, we will get lots of those. So we've gone from 449, was it, up to 832 for our value. We just need one more population, and we'll go up to hamlet level, at which point we need to get the library and things up and running. But for now, I think we're going to leave it there. We've got a good little start. We've got 3 houses, we've got the basics in. So yeah, it's not a bad little start. Some of this clutter will clear up as we build things in here to make it look a lot prettier. So it's not just in the middle of a forest. That deer's annoying. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, consider leaving me a like if you enjoyed it. Again, if you're not subscribed, you could consider subscribing for me. Every little bit helps. Comments are especially welcome as well. This is going to be a new series for me. So any comments on what you think of the game, what you think of the play style, all that helps me out. So thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next episode. Cheerio!